Hey guys, Archie Luxury here, Archie Luxury channel. Let's talk watches. Let's talk watches and wankers. Let's talk what's happening. And I got to tell you something. The world's fucked. The world's fucked. That's right, guys. The world is well and truly fucked. Okay. Why is it fucked? Well, it's fucked for a number of reasons. Your fantastic president hasn't helped. Hasn't helped. There's a number of reasons it's fucked. The world's fucked. Herman Ingram. Herman, what a fucking nasty negative fuck. Herman, what the hell is your problem, man? I don't know. I got nothing against. He thinks Japan is some utopia. Man, go live there. Go find out the truth because it ain't fucking that fan-fucking-tastic. Japan is a cool place, but it's not quite as cool as you think it is. Okay, just sending a few invites out. I got the dog trainer, world's not just a dog trainer, he's the world's greatest dog trainer, because there's dog trainers and then there's dog trainers, and he's the world's best dog trainer. Bear Clooney. Bear, what disappoints me is you give me all this advice. Well, at the end of the day, I help subsidize your hotel. Would you come on for 5 fucking minutes? Would you come on for 5 fucking minutes just to say hello? Would you come on for 5 minutes just to say, hey guys, I'm okay, everything's fine. No, I won't. That's okay, that's cool, but you don't even prick tease us. That's what the thing that annoys me most is you don't even come on. You won't even say, hey, just, but you're happy to go on AD Never Callin's channel because that guy, man, he's just annoying. Annoying beyond.
Even the AD doesn't like him.
Hey, you're 100% right there. We got a super chat here. Thank you, world's greatest dog trainer, for jumping on.
$20.
$10 Canadian. AC3 world is upside down. AD Never Call Him has stabbed you in the back. Crappy Luxury said Puck Elf is smarter than AD Never Calling. Curly ran off to Bumble for date night. Watch reporter is in debt to watch Nick for $350. Chingao. I gotta tell you, man, seriously, I don't know about this stuff, but hey, it's really cool. Now, I want to share something with you, Marky. I want to go on the wild side, if that's okay.
Yes, let's do it.
You go on the wild side?
Well, does this mean you're not wearing pants again?
Even more wilder than that, okay?
Butt plug? What's happening?
Okay. Let's have a talk about this.
Okay.
So, I'm in China, right?
I do. You're back in Shenzhen. I was like,
yeah, I'm just about to change my internet.
Super.
Guess what I'm changing to? Guess what I'm going to change to?
You're having a transition. You're going lady boys. No, what are you changing?
Just 1 minute. It might fall out. Just bear with me whilst I do this.
I see. You're going to your phone. What's happening?
Can you hear me?
I do hear you.
Hello?
Yes, you're a little frozen.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. You're frozen.
Hello, Marky.
Yes. Let's look at his frozen face. Oh, you're unfrozen.
Marky Goldberg.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me, Marky?
Yes. We could always hear you, but your picture quality.
I've got 5G internet.
It's bad.
Okay.
What was it before?
3 and 4.
No.
Now, let me just explain this to you, okay? So there's pros and cons.
You look like shit now. Now you look like shit.
I look like shit? What do you mean by that?
It was better before you changed it. Much
better.
How
could that be?
Go back to whatever you were doing before it was better. Much better. Am I right, boys? I think I'm right.
Well, the thing is, Marky,
Yes.
was it better before?
Yes. It was quite good. And then you changed it and it got shitty.
Okay, I'll come back. 1 minute. Just
All right.
hold me for 1 minute.
I'm going to hold him. Hold me. Rock him in my arms. Can you imagine little baby Archie? Was he a greedy eater? What do you think Archie was like when he was little? I dare to imagine.
I'm back. How's that?
Yeah, better. It's better. See, this is better.
Okay, now this is using Chinese 5G.
Well, it's better.
Now, guess what? Just can you hear me out? Please hear me out.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Mike.
Speaking of hearing you, we've got Mike the Snake. How are you, Mike?
Mike is hearing you out also.
Okay, listen to me here. I got some news for you, okay?
Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm.
So I'm using 5G Chinese internet. Google doesn't work.
How about Tinder, Bumblefish, Grindr?
That works, but Google doesn't work, and YouTube doesn't work, but StreamYard works.
Well, yeah, that's
and
all
guess what?
What?
You know what else does work?
Little Archie, Archie Jr.
Houdinki works.
Houdinki. Well, they haven't blocked Houdinki. Well,
No,
nice.
they wouldn't. They wouldn't block Houdinki. But guess what? Guess what? It works in 5G. This is really quick. This is faster internet than me at home.
Yeah, it looks good.
Look at that.
It looks good.
So I can now. The thing is, this is Tan's world, because guess what? Google Images doesn't work because they block Google.
Yes.
But I have to use images from Houdinki or a blog to watch because it's not blocked. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. But you also could use Chrono and David SW. Speaking of which, David SW and I have been doing quite a bit of business lately.
Wow. I've got a few super chats. Let's catch up on these super chats now.
Chat.
We got Ken Fresno.
Put it back.
Ken Fresno, and he says link for Hachi HR. Where's HR?
God knows. I miss him so.
We had a very
nice.
Really?
Yeah, of course. And we also had a really nice night, Sunday night with Narcolicious. He behaved himself. It was good.
I'm just going to delete Starchy's comment because it's rude. Okay, Starchy, for $2, go fuck yourself.
I didn't even get a chance to see it.
Mike, does anyone grow Hindu Kush anymore? Follow-up question: do the Emerald Triangle OGs smoke rents, or do they stick to classic like OG Kush? There we go, Mike.
Good God, he does like. You know what? Hertan knows way too much.
Mikey, can't hear a thing from you, Mikey. You got the thing plugged in?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, my button got pushed. Sorry. Okay, if anybody's got any true old school Hindu Kush, they're growing it boutique style, and the Emerald Triangle OGs are smoking what is like the latest. You know, because the quality and smell just keeps getting better and better. So runts, as he is asking about, and other strains are just like, you know, who wouldn't if you had something even better tasting than what you used to, you know, have for dessert. Obviously, you're gonna eat the better tasting dessert. So,
so you're saying that OG Kush Hindu Kush is basically the cheesecake of strains?
No, it's a really old strain. Okay, and it was probably used in a lot of genetic experimentation, making new strains. And you know, because there's 100 different Kushes. There's OG Kush. There's Hindu Kush. I grew one called Bubba Kush.
How about Bubba Fett?
Yeah, I grew a strain for years that was called Jedi, and that was a real consistent strain. But yeah, OG Kush is like the standard. As far as today goes, it can be recognized by anybody, even some 12-year-old fool or 18-year-old fool. They can smell OG over other strains, so it's like so recognizable. I think that's
You do have a lot of knowledge about botany. It is true. You know a lot.
Oh, yeah, I haven't even scratched the surface, man. Like,
what do you feel? How do you feel about hydroponic versus dirt with
there's
irrigation?
There's 50 ways to skin the cat, and about 40 of them work really well. And you can run with anything you might choose and do well. You can grow in dirt. You can grow in cocoa, which is like ground up cocoa husk, and just treat it like dirt, but it's inert, and so it
needs its vitamin and minerals.
Yeah, you treat it like dirt, as far as pots and stuff go, but you control every aspect of it like hydro. Like when you're growing in Rockwool, you control everything.
Super chat with very good advice from CB, who seems to know.
CB, $2. Mike the Snake, if you smoke less, you would be less stoned.
That is how it works. But Mike's not stoned, right, Mike?
No.
Thing?
But to answer the question, I've done it every which way you can think.
But loose.
I've done hydro. I've grown in cocoa. My best results I had were in cocoa. I've grown in dirt.
Mike, can you make money out of that business now? It's completely legal. Can you make money out of it, or it's fucked?
Only if
you need a license.
Have enough money to go huge, because the price point is 10 times less than what it was before it got legalized. And once it got legalized, it went from like $3,500 a pound to $350 a pound. And you're paying people $200 a pound just to trim your buds to make them look good, right? For market. And so if the price point is $350, the numbers just don't crunch anymore. And so everybody threw in their towel. And
plus, you can't just grow weed and sell it. You need a state license.
Yes. And so the only people that can survive today are people that can survive at that price point, which are people that grow acres and acres.
Like factory farming, right? Mike?
Yeah, like R.J. Reynolds, but switched over to a different plant. And I know a number of people like that, and it is the only way that they can survive at that price point. All the small time people that had been in business for the last like 80, 100 years almost, making their living, like they basically put Humboldt, Trinity, Mendocino counties in straight into welfare. Okay, because there are counties north of me that just absolutely forever their main income has been, the income from them growing. And when they legalized it and just shit canned like that range of grower, everybody threw in the towel because it just didn't work. Numbers didn't crunch anymore. And so what's the next step? They go get unemployment. So they literally put counties on unemployment, like within a few days.
We're gonna super chat. Hurricane, $5. Mike the Snake, as you know, I come from a respected cannabis country.
Oh yes,
the true north. We can grow our plants here on our properties. What would you be growing?
Tan hails from what we call BC bud, which was better than ours before ours got really good. They had the whole thing kind of cracked, making good products years before we did. What strain would I choose today? Man, honestly, I would make a phone call and I would ask like, I don't smoke it often enough to keep up with the new latest and greatest strains. And I mean, I know what a Blue Dream does. Anything with its straight Blue Dream, is kind of light, airy, head kind of high, anything that's true indica, but I don't know really. They're all crosses now. They're all custom genetics. There are no, I mean, some old timers up north might have some original seeds from the Hindu Kush area of the world, right? You know, the kind of killer green bud that I used to buy at high school didn't have a strain name.
Super chat, starchy, Archie, starchy.
Starchy.
Turn on your camera. We want to see you while you're angry. Thank you.
You know what? Starchy, if you're going to be mean, man, I had enough of your shit. I honestly, the big bucks aren't here. So, I mean, fuck.
I have a quick question. How much of a super chat would it take so you didn't like erase one that was nasty like this? $5, $10?
I don't care. It just does my head in.
No money. I had enough. There's no money in the world. Should we just ban him? Has he got you to the point where you just want to ban him? You don't even.
Well, I just delete the offensive super chats. That's it. I just delete it because it's just $2 and it's offensive. I mean, fuck. What do you want me to fucking? If you don't like it, if you don't like the show, just fuck off.
Oh, come on. He loves the show.
Let me go broke and wallow in my own misery without you fucking kicking at the side. Okay.
He loves the show and he's donating money to keep it alive. He is a little bit mean and nasty about it, but you know, you take less shit on this show than Mike the Snake does, quite frankly, and you get all the money. So, you know, put that in your pipe. Right, Mike? Put that in his pipe. All right. Well, anyway, let's move along because there's more super chats. There's this one. Super chat.
CB, $5. We believed you smoked anything all the time that smoke. You have the same voice as you. They sound stoned all the time. We are proud of you.
Is that maybe in reference to me?
I can't really tell.
Hello, that's all.
I can't tell what that means. We believe you smoked anything all the time. People that smoke have the same voice as you. They sound stoned all the time. We are proud of you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
DB's hitting the sauce.
I you know, went through my early experimental stages with it early on and landed upon basically just beer and pot, you know, and that's it.
Okay.
Those are two socially accepted, safe.
$10. And it's nasty, but it is $10.
$10. Marley, $10. A potential Eli.
Thank you.
Cash cow, a twink enthusiast, and an advocate for traumatic brain injury walk into a bar. A bartender says, "What would you like? What would you have, Mike the Liar?" The Archie Luxury live stream.
And here we are.
Yeah.
And here we are. But like I said, it was nasty, but it was $10.
I've got some news. I have 2 job offers.
Okay, the airplane fiberglass thing.
Yeah, that I never really got to go into detail about what I'd be doing, but and then there's work at a shop as an exotic engine builder. And
are you looking for a job?
No, but
how are these coming your way?
Just through my meeting and hanging out with these people and them realizing who I am and what I'm capable of, and so they turned around and offered me the work. My friend Steve, who's building this full-scale airplane, knows that I have lots of experience with composites, and so he's called me to bring me in.
How much are the hourly rates being offered?
50 to 60 an hour.
This is wonderful news.
Yeah.
Archie, $50 to $60 an hour, Archie. Mike can do it.
Hey, that doesn't sound bad.
Yeah,
that's $2,000 a week on a 40-hour week.
Well, see, that's the thing is with my ankles and stuff, I can't offer somebody myself for like a whole day, and that's where my trepidance lies with my friend, because I don't want to say I'm in and then not be able to come through with what I promised him, because I'd be literally letting people down. And so, yeah, I'm still under consideration. And the engine builder guy, I was taking care of my mom, and we knew she didn't have too terribly long, and I told him I'd get back in touch with him after she'd passed, and after I'm done mourning and all that bullshit, when I feel like it, literally.
I see and I understand. Well, thank you, Marley. Thank you. And Archibald, turn your attention to this one from Phoebe Super Chat.
CB $5. Mike the Snake. Smoke kill brain cells, and that is why it alters the voice.
You know what kills brain cells is huffing paint.
Yeah,
I've never seen people go like, from lucid talking person to like can't even speak and make normal motor movements with a couple of huffs. That stuff is just literally eating your brain alive.
Crack is whack. Archie, turn on your people. Hey, look at you, Archie.
I'm just dealing with a personal matter at the moment. Just keep talking. It's okay.
Personal matter. Are you picking your nose, cleaning your teeth? You do these things.
I just got something at home. I'm just going to sorting out. That's all. But I would discuss it. But since everyone's such a bunch of cunts and they just fucking niggle me, I can't even mention it.
They promise to be nice. Go ahead. Tell us what's up.
No, I'm not.
I can talk about stuff. Today I bought a new helmet. That was fun.
You can talk about stuff, Mike.
And I don't know how to approach this, but like I've never asked for anything, but I really, really want to get this neck restraint device. It's just under $500 for the cheapest one. It's a safety item that literally saves lives, and I need one, but I don't have the money for it. I don't know really what to do.
I know what to do. You were offered.
You don't have the money for what? You don't have the money for what? A neck restraint brace?
Yeah, they're $500.
Yeah, but that's only. Hold on, that's only you were offered a job at $50 an hour. That's
for racing my car. Well, this is the present situation right now as I sit. Okay, not the future when I'm happily working along, making millions of dollars. Okay, this is like now.
I want it now. Well,
yeah.
Hey, how you get stuff. I'm just explaining how it works. You give people an hour, they give you $50. You give them 10 hours, they give you a neck brace.
Maybe. I don't know. Prefer it to be separate from Archie's show, obviously.
I comprehend that. And I also can tell you that Marley has a different opinion of you. I don't know that Marley knows what he's talking about, but Archie, you should maybe turn around, look at your screen, and read your super chat.
Here we go, Marley. Here we go, Marley. Mike, why do they say Mike the liar? That's not very polite. You are a multimillionaire with a generational trust. You're rich. You don't need to work. Quit the rat race, Mike, and enjoy your riches.
He got it perfectly wrong on every point. So yeah, none of that is true. And
Baby CB has it a little more right in this super chat.
Mike, you're a little CB, more employable than Archie.
Mike the Snake, you are just a little more employable than Archie. You both can tolerate just 1 hour of work a day of light work. CB.
I'm a vampire.
No.
Yes. I don't know. Can Archie really do an hour of light work?
No, listen.
Not you, Mike. I'm talking about Archie. You go out there and you weed whack like acreage.
Yeah, but I'm not like Mr. Agile athlete,
No, but that's hard work.
Getting done what I got to get done.
But for Archie, it would be grazing, so it'd be a meal technically.
What?
Smart people get a bunch of Archies and put them in their backyard and let them do the mowing for them, and they get it down to the bud, right? Like they decimate.
They
the
bud,
weeds.
Mike. That always gets us in trouble when you talk about that.
Yeah.
I want to
no,
share something with you. Can I share some research with you or not?
No, sure, why not?
Okay. So I want to share this with you. As I said before, when Watches and Wonders gets desperate,
Yeah.
what do? What do the makers do? What's the cheapest way they can make a new release without actually doing much work?
Reissue something or reissue limited.
No,
special-
change the dial. Just change dial colors. Change some
Oh.
colors, okay? Look what Vacheron here has done with the Historiques 1921, which is a model I really do love.
Yep.
They brought out a rose gold version with
Yep.
blue hands and blue Arabics. Look at this. This here. So this Vacheron here, what they've done is they've brought it out. What have they done? It's got but the new blue numerals, blue hands, and grain silver dial contrasts against it's now comes in the pink gold case. What do you think, guys? Tell me what you think of that. Now, I must admit, I like it. I like the blued hands, the blued numerals,
What do you think
and
of
it's
that,
got
Paul?
that blued strap. But $45,000 US. Fuck me dead. That's a lot of money.
Let's get 3 of them.
And now what the thing is they're saying is you could only get the blue on the platinum before. So that it's kind of given them what they want. But what do you think? That's just a lazy release. Lazy release. Look at that.
Thinking about lazy releases, have you basically put yourself on mute and left the camera for us already and stepped away for 20 minutes?
Super
Now
chat. He
let's have
hasn't
a
done
look
that.
here. We've got
Not yet.
Puritan, $5. AC3, can you describe to me how ABC has been a troll all the time? I was shocked to hear the update, and I'm curious on his methods. So he basically comments on users who are complete cunts and says, oh, why is so-and-so blocked? He super chats. He just plays ignorant fool. ABC plays ignorant fool when he basically spends 24/7 on the streams.
Clyde, you don't have to be irascible anymore because Archie's doing it for you. Archie, you're in a mood today. Do you know this?
Fair enough.
Thank you.
I want to look at your little face. You're in a little bit of a mood.
Yes.
Super chat. Super chat. Super chat.
Marley,
$10.
$10. Come on, we just want to move away. Mike's gone through a lot of stuff. Let's just.
Oh, that's fine. You can,
We don't want to be that
Whatever.
mean. We don't want to be that, even for $10, which is very generous. But there's a limit to how much torture Mike is going to take for money that goes to Archie. There's a limit. Come on, guys.
He's just saying Mike's a millionaire. Look, Mike is very good in his generosity and
It sounded like
kindness.
you're It sounded like you're about to say he's very good in the sack, but whatever you guys have going on, I don't want to question it. It's not my business.
that's a given.
All right.
Are you sure, even though you took out the Prince Albert, are things still functioning ever since then?
Oh yeah, no, I took them out when I went in for my heart operation and never put them back in. And they've since been lost.
Oh dear, those would be worth some money on this stream. We could auction them off.
CB, $5. And you both have always a very good excuse for working the least as possible. It's a good match, like a caterpillar race.
You know
you
what?
both
And I
have always a very good excuse for working the least as amount as possible. It's a good match, like a caterpillar
Why are you reading
race.
it twice?
The only thing I have to say is maybe you're on your cell phone, and I might grant you a little leeway for that. But when Archie corrects your fucking grammar, dude, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, that's a bad sign. Listen, Clyde, these are like the nastiest super chats that I've ever seen. Every super chat, each one is nastier than the next. I mean, they are super chats, so on the one hand, we like them, but each one is like a shiv to the heart. It's like they're nasty chat. We're not calling them super chats anymore, guys. We're gonna call them nasty chats. Although this one is a super chat. Super chat. Oops, what happened? There it is. Super chat.
Poll update, please.
Hurricane $2. Poll update, please. Can you read the poll for us? Because I'm in Chinese internet. I can't see it.
I can't see. Where is it? On YouTube?
It's in not the StreamYard. It's in the YouTube channel. You got to.
All right, hold on.
So, going to the gym, doing my workouts. And
Yes.
so there's this, you get it off Amazon, like a supplement. It's supposed to increase your work, make your workouts be yohimbine, makes it more productive. And by the time I got home,
Yes.
my heart was beating so fast, I thought I was going to die.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
And when I woke up, basically, and when I survived the night, the next morning, I was disappointed I didn't. Don't fucking take yohimbine.
I don't know.
Did you go and see the doctor, Clive?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, but BBW is still working a shift at the Costco.
Okay, real quick. Why did Curly join Bumble? This is the poll, guys. Shake, shake, shake. 63%. That was my vote. It's Curly, 31%, and Mookie, only 6%. Shake, shake.
I won't go into details, but feces was involved. A lot
Clive,
of it.
are you feeling okay, man? Man, that's pretty.
I'm better now.
Why are you working out, Clyde? I would think getting out of bed would be, enough work.
Well, at your age, yes, but I'm trying to.
You're still watching new episodes of Petticoat Junction. Come on.
Well, yeah, there's petticoats.
Now, are you telling us that you had did you have an underwear throwing out,
Are you anywhere near Nebraska, by the way, Clivers? Nebraska?
2 states south of Nebraska.
How far miles would that be?
They're big states. Alexa, how far is it to Omaha?
I'm sorry, I can't look up.
My Alexa wants to answer you, but she didn't know where the fuck you are. You're supposed to say between Tulsa or whatever.
Alexa, what is the
very far.
distance between Omaha and Oklahoma City?
From Omaha, Oklahoma City is
455 miles.
That's
No,
not
that
that
doesn't.
far.
Yeah, well, how many kilometers is it though?
That's
No,
about 700 kilometers. That's not too bad.
I can answer that one myself. Who fucking cares?
Super chat.
Too far.
Okay, we got super chat CB $5 on the phones and driving to work and stone, Mike the Snake style.
Some people drive better stone than they do sober.
Yes.
It really doesn't affect your motor functions like alcohol does.
Yeah.
It really won't. They've done 1,000 tests, reflex tests and driving tests where the light turns on and how fast you can react and stuff like that. And alcohol, everybody thinks they can drive better when they've had 2 or 3 in them. They're fucking wrong. Every inch of alcohol they take, they lose more and more of their skills. Whereas cannabis you don't lose your acuteness of motor skills at all.
I lost my cuteness a long time ago. Super chat.
You're cute.
Hurricane $5. Mike the Snake, how would you describe a nug of Blue Dream compared to a nug of Granddaddy Perp?
Good question. I love a good Blue Dream. It's a sativa, so it gives a light, airy, high. You can function, and it just has a wonderful flavor, taste to it. But Granddaddy Perp has to be my choice. I have so much experience with it, and it's got a purples kind of have a particular smell to them as well. And
so you really do love your nugs, right?
I did. I mean, for many years now, I haven't given 2 shits about it.
What's up, my nugga?
No, nothing, nugga.
I'm never going to get tired of that joke.
Yeah. So, yep, I got a new helmet today because I've been trying to get friends to go in rides with me. And they're all happy to go, but they require an up-to-date helmet, and I only own one, and so I thought I'd get another one so that I could. And it's a high-end motorcycle helmet, which some outfits only allow car helmets only. So I needed to get one anyways, and it's fine for a passenger. And so now I got a spare helmet, and I really want to get that Hans device for my neck so I can literally be safe, super safe in the car.
Super chat.
But
Someone going to read this?
Here we go. Jefferson exotic. Jefferson's exotic. Oh my God, Rancher's jokes are delivered on the wings of angels. Thank you, Jesus. Rancher's zingers will guide us until the triumphant return.
Praise Rancher, from whom all zingers come. Praise him, all creatures, horned and small. Praise him above dim-witted co-hosts. Praise Rancher, 'cause he smells like toast. Amen.
Well, guys, that's the show. It's been a good one.
What a great.
He's back. It's been a good one, Arch. That's a great show. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself, gentlemen. We're going to be wrapping it up now in about 2 seconds, right? Right, Archie?
Hey, I got to tell you something. I wanted to talk today about releases, right? Releases from watchers and wankers. And I've got to tell you, okay, the articles are coming through now. Houdinki's done a few of them. Look at the release. Look at this. We've got Chopard, boring. Armin Strom, boring. Chanel, boring. Let's have a look at the highlights from watchers and wankers. Let's have a look here. What did they say? What is exciting here? Chanel, boring. Piaget, does anyone buy that shit? The Rolex, yeah, I must admit, that's nice, but you'll never be able to get it. And it's expensive. Tuna? Alpina? The Alpina looks, it's a shitter. Frederick, there's nothing really here juicy and succulent. Tell me this. What would you, anything juicy and succulent here, guys?
I love that word, succulent.
Yes, your horns.
Look, the most exciting thing is the Monarch. The Monarch is probably with the California dial. You're from California. Look at this. That's
God damn you, that's the one I like. That's about the only one.
That is the most exciting release.
And by exciting, it's like,
It reminds me a lot of the Seiko Samurai case with the lots of edges and facets.
makes me think of the California dial Rolexes. Yep.
It's like the watch no one asked for, no one wanted, and no one cares. That's what this is. I don't think it'll sell well.
And that's why it's perfect for this live stream.
I don't think it's going to sell well, Clancy.
Well, good. That means I'll have a good chance of getting a shot at it secondhand.
Oh, I don't think you'll have a problem getting one. Oh, for secondhand? Well, that depends on someone buying it and then deciding that they were stupid. So that'll take a while.
True.
What do you think? Would you buy anything here? Seriously?
Nope.
That square watch with the crown up at the corner, if I had the money, might be on my...
Are you talking about the Vestron Constantin 1921?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Because I believe it was designed for flying or racing, but so that when you're at 10 and 2, you can read your watch without having to.
The Frederic Constant has a nice world time. Archie hates that brand, but they do have a nice world time, and it's cheap.
Actually, yeah, it is. That's an interesting thing. But that's not a new release. They've had a
No, that's right.
time for ages. All they've done is they've tweaked it a wee bit. That's all they've done. What have they done there?
It's under
downsized design with improved. Well, fuck. So what?
It's not that expensive though. Look at the
That's
price.
not even a nocturnal release.
Nocturnal emission.
It's boring. You know what? I tell you what is interesting. This Grand Seiko. Do you see the Grand Seiko that came out?
Well, let's read the super chat that just came out.
Super chat that just came out. CB $5. The best release was the UN Ulysses Nardin Super Fucker.
Fucker.
But fuckers indeed.
Oh, there you go.
This Grand Seiko, look at this. It's in gold. I actually love this. This is, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. High beat, beautiful dial, right? I think that's a nice watch. The only problem, you know what the price of this baby is, Bud, don't you?
It's going to be the problem, isn't it?
What do you think? 32,000? What the fucking hell?
It needs a bracelet for that one.
32,000? I mean, just between you and me, Marky.
Yes, just between us.
What can you get a gold Submariner for? Second hand. Like yours.
30, 32, I should think.
So what would you rather get, a second-hand gold sub or this?
Well, the gold sub's got a gold bracelet. It's a lot more gold, for example.
And it's a Rolex.
Correctamundo.
I'd get this if I already had the solid gold Rolex.
I'd get this if I was angry at my money and I wanted to hurt its feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
Super chat.
Because it is gorgeous.
ABC.com, £5. Mark, you notice ABC doesn't talk about the trolling tactics. He doesn't talk about, that's okay. He's got a super chat. Mark, this AD is telling me the green 39mm Hydra Conquest will take 5 to 6 weeks to arrive and they want a 500 quid deposit. Are they talking shit?
Yes, they are. You know what? Give it a month and you'll be able to buy it like mail order. Literally, you know, from anybody in your country who has the
I think at the moment it's hot. At the moment it's a bit hot. That's all.
It's going to cool off. But you know what? It's going to wear, that 39 is not going to wear all that big.
999.
Anyway,
actually, it's funny you say that. I was so disappointed. Remember, I got the IWC Petite Prince. That was 40 mil.
Yes.
And I also got that Seiko dive watch. That was 40 mil. It's not Rolex 40 mil. It was normal 40 mil.
Gonna be a little dainty, I think, that 39. It'll wear more like maybe a Black Bay. But anyway, I like the green one of those. And then what is it? It's 39 or is it 42 or 43? I forget which. I'm looking forward to seeing them in the metal, to be honest with you. But I have a Hulk, so why do I care? I don't know why, but I do. I don't understand myself because I want to see it, but I don't know why.
I'll be right back.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me this, Marky. Yeah. I love this Grand Seiko. I think it looks really beautiful. I love it on a brown strap. I like the aesthetics. I like the hands. I love even the date. I actually really like.
14 grand. That's what we would want to pay for that thing, right? 13, 14.
32 fucking thousand. Where the fuck?
What do you want to pay for?
Where the fuck do they get the pricing from?
You're a buyer at what price point though? It is a nice looking one. Very nice.
Well, at the moment, I'm not a buyer of anything at the moment, but I'm saying here, I'm just looking at value.
Put a price tag on it that makes it like, you know, a reasonable buy. Make it reasonable.
It'd have to be more than 10 because it's gold, right? But you want 14 maybe?
That's what I was saying.
But how could you compare that? It's got no kudos like a gold sub has. You know what I mean? I
do know what you mean. It's just on a random. Listen. Here, you know what really offends me about this watch is that strap where they haven't even bothered to do a curved and fitted leather strap. So there's a hair gap.
Oh no, I like that. I think that's traditional.
I hate that. It's a strap gap. It's a hair gap. Tufts of hair poke up through that.
But that's how they used to do it. That's
Yeah,
vintage.
because they were lazy and they didn't have the technology to bend the pins and the leather. But now they do, and those look so much
But that
more.
means you've got to buy a custom strap for it. You can't just.
It means
I like
that
third-party straps, Marky.
means
Sorry.
the manufacturer should not be lazy. That's what it means. So I just feel like that's
If anyone's going to be lazy, if anyone's going to be lazy here, it's me and Mike. Me and Mike. Okay.
Yes,
That's true. No one puts more work into being lazy than you. Wait a minute.
Anyway, I think it, like you, I think it's beautiful, but I have a big problem with the price.
You know, the thing is, there's always been people out there that have loved Japanese horology, but always felt that Japanese lagged behind the Swiss. But, you know, I think with this release, they've caught up. They're finally as cunty as the Swiss.
I knew that. I knew that's where you were going. That is funny.
That is cunty.
It is.
You're not wrong, Clivers.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Super chat. Let's look at the
CB,
super freak.
$5. Pull up the super freak. Archie. Come on. YouTube won't let you type freak. Okay, yeah, no, fair enough. I'll pull it up for you. So this is the Ulysses Narden, right? Which I got to tell you, out of all the brands, I really hate Ulysses Narden. Okay, I really hate him.
The freak is kind of a cool one, though, isn't it? You got to admit.
Here we go. This is it here.
Big
Pulling it up
only.
now.
Big
It actually. Let me say this to you. It actually looks pretty amazing.
It does.
Look at that. What the fuck is that?
Look at the class.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, double depliant.
4 years to develop. 60. Can you imagine the service cost? 60 hours of manual assembly. Fuck me dead. What's this going to cost?
That'd be a problem. Maybe it's got
Look
a
at that.
10-year.
That is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. I'll just take that super chat down. Look how they do it. It is pretty damn amazing. Come on. You must admit. But the problem, you know what the problem with this watch is, don't you?
It's not Rolex.
That should be the backside, and it should have a tasteful front side.
It's
Mike said
$400,000.
You know what? You buy a Richard Mille for that price.
400,000 US, not Aussie peso. We're not talking peso cannon here.
Yeah.
Real. You know, I'm not even worth $400,000. You know
what? You could have a rainbow Daytona for that money and enough left over to buy a house.
Well, no, actually, when the third horn goes in, they can ship you off to Jurassic Park. You'll probably be the biggest attraction.
Super chat.
Super chat. We got a super chat. Obama, $2. Arch, I've always seen you as a Lange on Sun guy. I do love Lange. Lange has actually been a brand that I do actually really like. Did they have any Langes released? Any Langes come out for watches and wankers? I tell you one thing, Lange itself, they closed the Sydney boutique. It's a tough market. Lange is a tough market, guys.
Hard fuckers. I'm still stuck on a $400,000.
Here we go, Lange here. They've downsized to 36. Fuck, what were they doing? Lange downsizes the Saxonia annual calendar to 36 mil. What the fuck? Why would you do that? That's ridiculous. Who jumped on there? I don't know.
Mike, I was going to say, wait, did you miss not being on the show Monday of all days?
Well, no, because I wasn't there, so I didn't.
No one was there, but did you miss not being on the show?
Yeah, I did, and I've already mentioned it to Archie a bunch of times. He needs to fill that slot, or people like AD Never Calling are gonna fucking snipe it when they can. You know, if you're not there or you don't have somebody running that time slot.
Yesterday being 420.
Yeah, that's big.
How did you celebrate, Clyde?
Well, there's 420 is known as two things. Number one, Marijuana Appreciation Day. Number two, Hitler's birthday. So the only way to really, well, no, I'm not going to say it. Get stoned to beat up a Jewish kid.
Nice.
I didn't find that funny, Clive.
Super chat.
Hey, my kids are part Jewish. That's only slightly offensive.
Obama, $2. They went to 36 mil to appeal more to the Asians. Okay, fair enough. Maybe they're the only ones buying this stuff because it is expensive. See,
Speaking about not appealing to the Asians, where the hell is Jen? Where the hell is Vingtonier?
no idea.
We need to reunite Tang.
Clyde always goes back to the well for the same joke.
Yep.
Hold on, Clyde. Let me find it.
The well never goes dry.
No, you go back to the well for that one over and over and.
It's a natural spring, right?
Yeah, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Are you having some performance anxiety there, Mark, or what?
I'm having to dig to find it. Oh my fucking God. Rancher's jokes are delivered on the wings of angels. Thank you, Jesus. Rancher's zingers will guide us until you triumphant return. Thank you, Clyde. As always.
That needs to be accompanied by an organ piece.
We can count. I like to keep. I like flowers on the organ, preferably tulips. Super chat, $2.
Why don't you read the other super chat?
Thought I did. If I missed one, I'll go back.
It's right there.
Archibald.
That's what okay, here we go. CB, $5. The UN takes 60 hours just to assemble. Read the explanation, please. It's truly an amazing. Forget the price. As I said, what is it going to cost to service?
Yep.
We agree. It's amazing. Archibald, take note.
Archie's all about the servicing.
Take note of the super chat, please, Archibald.
Loop Bloke, $2. Thank you, Loop Bloke.
Thank you, Loop, indeed. And yeah, it's a lot of work. 400,000. Yep. How can you forget the price, though? How can you forget it? You can't really forget it. Is that a Chaikin watch in the Avatar? Because I love those. It's very cool.
With a face like that, how could you hate it?
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, guys. It's great to be on the show. Is Mike the Snake still here?
First time caller, long time listener.
Hey guys, Mike. I just want to ask. I don't think it's fair that you're being penalised for not having children in your trust fund. Is skipping a generation, Mike? And you're happy with that?
He doesn't want to discuss his own personal finances, particularly who are you? Who are you? That's not really how we want to do things here, Mike. Needs to be offered. Madman, $10. Please tell us about this year's innovations like JLC's triple axis tourbillon, all the trends of teal, petrol blue, and earthy tones, smaller versatile cases, skeletonization, and new materials like Jubilee gold. There we go. That's it. That is the answer.
Well, it isn't the answer. It's the question. What's the answer?
Look, I think they're just looking at making as much easy releases as possible. Nothing really exciting here.
Well, wait a minute. Is a JJ LeCoultre triple axis tourbillon exciting?
Who the fuck's gonna buy that shit?
Well, it's innovative, isn't it? What is it? Do you even know what it is?
Who's gonna buy that shit?
What is it? I don't even know what it is.
That's that tourbillon they released. You know, that special. Yes. But who the fuck is gonna buy that? I mean, seriously, is anyone gonna buy that stuff? The Roadster returns. Okay, the Roadster's back. That's exciting. Did you see the Patek pocket watch they released? Big fuck it. That's not really exciting, is it?
Super chat.
We got a super chat. Let's get the super chat covered here. Madman, $10. Oh, we did that one. AD never calling. $5. Hi, Arch, Marcelo, and Crappy Morty are rebel streaming you right now, not me. Okay, that's great.
I'm the one who should be offended because I'm the one who invented rebel streaming you.
Yes, there you go. And we got HR back. What's he coming back for? Why is he back? Why are you back?
Why did you boot me? I'm just asking Mike a question.
I asked you to fucking be nice to Mike. He's gone through a lot of stuff. He doesn't need you constantly beraggering him over fucking bullshit issues.
Beraggering.
Beraggering? What's that mean, Paul? Do you mean badgering?
Berate? You mean
Doesn't matter.
berating?
Just be nice to Mike. Mike's gone through a lot of stuff. He comes on
I
here
know.
to escape.
Yeah.
Escape.
So,
I know, Paul.
back.
And that's why, Paul. No, and that's why. Just wait a minute. That's why I'm asking him. He's happy with that.
Wait,
I
No,
would
he's not.
be
I'm
notified.
I'm not
Controls
answering
the-
any personal questions. So
Well, I'm asking you, Mike. What you're happy with that?
I'm
Skipping a
not
generation?
You're
The
just a
whole
troll. You're a troll. You're a troll, JR. You're just a
No,
Troll.
ABC's the troll. ABC.
he's just a troll. You know, Mike, I gotta look after you. You're here, fragile at the moment. We're here to look after you.
Well,
Yes.
I'm not doing the whole personal information. Getting into an
Yeah,
argument
Mike
with
doesn't
somebody who
reveal
doesn't
nothing.
know.
It's just used against him.
Sure.
Mobster $2. Arch, can you live test drive a used Bentley for us? For $2, of course. Why not? $2. I'll do everything.
Archie, you've got to look a bit closer to home. You know that ABC? He's the biggest troll here. You know this, bud?
I think you're a troll.
No, ABC's always pleading
How's that
ignorance.
new
You know
job
this, bud?
going? How's that new job going?
No, I've got a 3-month notice period, Paul. So I'm just relaxing for the time being. What do you make of that, Goldberg?
Marcella. What if it's the Marcella Chandler Crappy's channel?
Auntie.
But Mike, seriously, skipping a generation?
You know what? Fuck you, dude. I'm
No.
not answering any
No, fuck me.
personal questions.
Yeah, fuck him. He's just nasty. I gotta tell
You know what?
You're gonna run into a wall there every fucking time you ask. So, if you feel like
HR, how are your fingers?
Skipping a generation?
Are they
You're happy
healing?
with that?
Are your fingers healing?
You're happy?
you don't even have any facts straight. I'm not discussing anything
Mike,
personal.
don't reveal anything to these losers.
I'm not.
What do we think about
This
the
is what I call-
OP41 with the gold, with the two-tone one?
That's
It-
not,
I
You
think it
think they
looks
should have
weird.
done the crown in gold?
is it titanium?
It's the crown. No, it's gold. It's the crown.
Oh,
It's the crown and the bezel are gold, but the bracelet is all steel. So to me, it looks very funny, like they cheaped out on gold, like they cheaped out on where they should have put the gold. So I just think it looks funny because of that.
well, it is their bottom of the line, right?
I don't think Rolex and bottom of the line is really.
Yeah, they don't.
Well,
They
you
don't-
know what I mean, though. Like the
Entry
OP
level.
line,
It's
it
their
wasn't
entry
even
level.
on
You know
my
what though?
radar.
They don't call it entry level, and if you say that to an AD, they will quickly correct you.
Yeah, no, I've
What do they call it?
I've since gained a lot of respect for them and put them up there with all other Rolexes, but they weren't even on my radar until they came out with the multicolor thing. And
No.
We have
I
a
took-
super chat, Archie, and I believe CB is slightly annoyed.
CB, let's get this super chat. I tried to educate you, but wasting time. Look, I gotta say that's a
Did you read the one from Madman 94?
What's the service going to cost on that thing? That's what I'd like to know. That's what I said. What's the service going to cost?
No, Archie, did you read Madman 94 and also Obama?
Here we go. Madman, $5. Paul, I heard you're looking for new, better paying work. Consider going back to method acting, that Archie Luxury character you did a few years back.
Oh, I
Thank
thought it was
you.
I thought it was meth head acting.
Thank you.
Which is your
Bye.
favorite? Listen,
Thank you.
before we read the Obama super chat, Archie, of all the characters that you've created, which one is your favorite?
Saint Deville.
Oh, look, I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the right headspace to do any more characters now.
No, we didn't say that. We didn't say do one. I'm just asking you, which one do you remember most fondly?
Or which one did you enjoy the most?
Yeah, I honestly, that's I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it. They were characters at the time. That's it.
It's a shame. We're on hard times and now we don't appreciate our... You know what? I get it, though. It would be like, some famous actor going broke.
Yeah, look at Kevin Spacey. Oh, what happened to Mark?
Okay.
Kevin Spacey went broke, didn't he?
But didn't he just undergo some accusations?
Yeah, the lawyers cleaned him out. Clive, can you comment on that, Clive?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
Well, basically, if you want to have good legal representation, it's not cheap.
Nope.
At least he's not in jail.
Also, read that super chat.
We got another super chat. CB gave you money to read, not to BS me. Gave you money to read, not to bullshit me. Okay, let's have a look. What's he talking about?
Well, yeah, he'd expect a lot more money than
Here, pull up the super freak, Arch. Come on. YouTube won't let me type freak. Okay, he's talking about that was a great watch. We pulled it up on the screen. That was an amazing.
Now, also
That's
on
the
Marcella,
Ulysses.
it looks like Thomas Burnett's on there, which I'm a little disappointed with.
Okay. Thanks, Clive. You're a troll as well, aren't you, Clive?
No, I'm just reporting what's going on the live streaming channel, the Rebel streaming. I'm the advanced scout.
Why would you do that, Clive? Why would you do that? Seriously, that's just
because I'm reporting back to you what's going on.
We don't want to know. It's like advertising the competition. We don't want to do that.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, okay. I see where you're coming from now. All right.
I say no. Knowing's better. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
No, it's keep your horns close. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is amazing watch. Ulysses Narden, 400,000 baht. CB, can you really stomach that?
If they had made the case back, and then put a tasteful dial on the front, it would be a home run. I mean, as a technical marvel, it's like MDF level, or
yeah.
But it doesn't on the front dial. It doesn't really ding my bell. It's like having a transformer on your fucking on your wrist.
Are you trying to say it's like an MBNF?
MBNF, yeah. It's kind of tricky dicky. You got a gimmick, like a really intricate way of going about, reinventing the wheel.
Yes, but is it Ricky Tikki Tavi?
I don't know. But that was one of my favorite cartoons.
Yeah, and I really want to listen to the Siamese singing cats right now too. Possibly a little racist, but fuck.
Ricky Tikki Tavi. That was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid.
Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. CB, $2. Read why it costs that much. Okay, the reason it costs that much.
Well. All right, I'll be right back.
Why does it cost?
Where's
horology? It's easy to get lost in the source. More complications, more engineering, more everything, and suddenly space becomes the biggest constraint. The piece that do this well, and I certainly include the super freak here, are the ones that manage the complexity without sacrificing legibility or intent. More than anything, this feels like a statement piece, not in the loud marketing sense, but in the original freak was. A reminder that Ulysses Narden, for all its history, is still willing to do something genuinely different. I certainly can't wait to see it in Okay, so that's this watch here.
Right.
555 components with 97% of the movement in motion. 50 pieces. Why is it so? Visually, they're saying they nailed it. Powering all of the brand's grinder automatic movement, despite one component measuring just, okay, the system is able to deliver a 3-day power reserve even with the energy demands of a double tourbillon on a rotating carousel. The watch is, of course, crownless. Time is set via the bezel and wound through the case back, saying true to the Freak's original concept. $400,000. There we go, Mike.
Yeah, it is. It's got
Got ranch
guilloche on.
back.
It's got guilloche
Oh,
everywhere. On on each thing. Does the tongue tick back and forth?
Be right back. By the way, where the hell's the log drainer?
I don't know. He's had to deal with something, I think.
He's pulled an Archie. Speaking about pulling an Archie, I'll be right back.
Does on the Freak, does the tongue move back and forth?
The tongue, the what? Sorry, the what moved back and forth?
The Ulyster down Freak, the one with the face on the dial, that's like pulled up right now. The super chat.
Yeah, I'm not
That
sure,
one?
Mikey. Look at that. That is
Oh,
amazing, isn't it? What do you think of that, man? That is just.
This is looks real automotive. The way
That's
they
good,
have.
isn't it? Automotive is positive, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean, I love the theme they're going with. Like the backside of that triangle one on the left is kind of like the mount for your alternator on your car. There's a lot of car references like in this watch. I think that's the theme they were going for, was to make it look more like an engine than a movement.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a drive shaft there. See the drive shaft that drives one of the day wheels or whatever. It's at 10 o'clock. That shaft that goes through. There's a little double U joint drive shaft that goes, up through that gear.
Mikey.
I don't know what.
Let's pivot. We're going to pivot now, okay? Thank you. I hope, CB, that made up for our fuck up before. Let's pivot. I want to ask you an opinion, Mikey. Can I ask you an opinion?
Sure.
Is it okay if I ask you an opinion? Okay.
Absolutely.
I want honesty, but okay. Can I have some honesty from you?
You've always had it.
I want to ask you, what is cooler? Okay. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Here we go. I'm going to show it to you. You're going to tell me what's cooler.
What's cooler or crueler?
Cooler.
Oh, cooler. Okay. Which one's cooler? All right.
Okay, here we go. This is the new BMW 3 Series and electric. They're doing it in electric and petrol. Don't worry that this is the electric one. The petrol one is going to use the same shape, okay? I'm just talking aesthetics, not engines.
I'll be right back.
Is it available in a 2-door?
Let's just talk 4-door at the moment, Mike, okay?
All right.
Is that cooler or is the previous shape cooler? That's the previous one now on the stream. What is cooler?
And go up to the first one.
What's cooler, Mike?
I think the newer one's a little bit cooler, but I mean, we're just
Speaking of
looking at
cool people, we've got
pictures.
Aussie Expat. How are you, Aussie?
Good. Good day, gentlemen.
Hey, Elsie.
Doing well. Hey, you know, there's what's the movie where they say just it's Al Pacino and he says just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in. Is that Godfather like 2 or 3, something like that? Probably 3.
Yeah, that was used in The Sopranos as well.
Oh, okay. You know how I said I told my AD I don't want the Platinum Daytona?
Yes.
Guess what they asked today?
What's
Do you
that?
want a Platinum Daytona? I can't make this shit up. It's so ridiculous. Just when you say I'm done with this chase, I don't want that watch anymore. I was like, you know what? Let's call him next week.
You're going to buy it? So it's available now, is it?
Well, the way that it works at that level is they really don't know who they can give it to. So basically, it's a shortlist. Like I've been on the shortlist before. I've been here before and I didn't get it, so I'm on the shortlist again. So who knows?
Oh, that's great, man.
I don't know. That's a really big hit to the wallet. That's not, and it means I probably won't get the one that I actually want, which will land there.
BMW shape Aussie expat. What do you think of that?
There's something funny going on with the wheels, and I think it's happening across all BMWs, and they just really max it.
Inside there, it's very modern.
Well,
yeah,
I'll tell you, any wheel that's directional, none of these car companies bother to make a right-hand and left-hand side. So one side is scooping, the spokes are scooping, and the other side, the spokes are trailing.
Oh, good point.
Porsche even did it on their Hurricane wheels, on their 911s. It's fucking bugs the living shit out of me. If a wheel's
scooping, yeah, I get you.
If it's got anything other than being like the same as, the spokes are equal all the way around, then one side's going to be backwards. And it's just the way it is. And it's just nobody notices, nobody cares except fucking me. Little old me.
Interesting. I think it's very bold of them to have gotten rid of the kidney stones on the front, or the organs on the front. But there's something going on with the wheels. It looks wrong. It looks like I don't know. There's something wrong with the proportions there. But it's across all BMWs at the moment.
We got a super chat. Here we go. Luke Bloke, $10. Is Omega automatic inferior than Rolex? Well, Omega's got the coaxial. That's their claim to fame. They got the coaxial movement.
Right.
If it's not inferior, why not they are releasing an improved version of the old racing movement with 3 subdials? Any comments on Reverse Panda?
Reverse Panda is a gorgeous watch. I think for many people, it's not what they want from a Speedmaster.
Right.
It's just a little too fancy. The question on movement is really interesting. I think that Omega has a lot of watchmaking chops. They really do. You do have to give them some respect. But if it's truly better, then why is it not more accurate? And why is the service interval still only 5 years? Now, service intervals aren't everything. I think there's a lot of people who have Omegas that have lasted 20 years, but that's even pre-coaxial. So, it's a good choice ultimately. As much as I hate Omega, I think their movements across the board are fine for every generation. I think I don't think they've ever had a stinker or anything.
Yeah, but what I think is a much more interesting movement is Reverse Cowgirl rather than the Reverse Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you for that zinger, Clovers. Thank you. Ha ha.
I mean, it's certainly like, I mean, their bread and butter is obviously a Speedmaster for 386 or 3861, but it's literally the worst chronograph movement in the business. So, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just because it's the worst doesn't mean it's bad. It's just what are you comparing it to? Is it better than?
Well, it's not the worst. It's just the least best.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Archie, on this car, you asked about the wheels.
Mm.
And
yes, sir.
I think that there's a trend for the companies, for some reason, to move the hubs further and further out, and get rid of the dish in the wheel. So the lug nuts are like flat. The outside of the wheel is flat, and everything goes inboard underneath the tire. Even if you have big meats, like on the SM3, the sides are flat, and it gives the car, these all new cars, Toyotas, Hondas, they all are like this because it's easy to just mill a wheel flat.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
This car could be fixed with the proper set of wheels, good looking wheels and tires, and maybe lower it an inch, and it'd be perfect. And
but BMW across the board, for some reason, they're really into like this 90s and 2000s era Latino automotive culture, where the hottest thing to do is to get the biggest rim possible with the lowest profile rubber possible. And they're really into that now, like 20 years later.
The Dockers.
Really aiming for the Latino markets for some reason.
What do you have against rims? Do you not like receiving rims?
No, I like rims with a dish.
Yeah, I get you.
Preferably filled with food. But yeah,
does. That's what this whole live stream is.
But in America, the trend is definitely not towards low profile, lowered vehicles. It is more raised vehicles, higher profile, more sporty, as in actual off-road and stuff like that.
Well, no, it's also because our roads suck so much.
True.
No,
just surviving American roads is a challenge.
They totally took that into consideration because our roads suck so bad throughout the entire state.
Well, actually, no. I'll see. Do you have an EV, electric vehicle?
No, I've got full ice.
We've got another super chat here. This here is from John C. $2. Why not super chat more Aussie? Aussie expat comes on. Aussie expat comes on, but you know, we don't ever critique people who do or don't super. You know, that's something they can do. If there aren't any super chats, obviously the show will.
I can't ask my wife to accept that I would do that, because I know what I would say if my wife was.
She asked you the same thing.
Well, if she was super chatting like some makeup art, or something like it. It just sounds so stupid. So I'm not going to justify it. Basically.
MT85, $2. Why are we looking at college student BMWs? These are college students. These are expensive.
So are you buying another car?
No, I'm just asking Mike.
Your car looked better than this, right?
I agree.
So I do like that they're trying with this one, and it's not completely objectionable, and it still kind of looks like a BMW. There's just something going wrong with the wheels, I think.
What's the price on this new car? What's the price? What's the asking price?
Well, it'd probably be in line with the current pricings of the 3 Series.
So upper 70s.
Electric. Just hang on. Electric and petrol. In China, they actually have the 3 Series that I have. They actually have electric versions of that in China, fully electric. But they don't.
The front grille puts them solidly in the sea of new front grills that you can't identify. You can't differentiate brand by anything. And for the
I'll give them a tiny bit of credit. So it still has the profile of like a BMW from like 10 years ago.
Coming up behind you, like you might notice that. You might just think it's a Honda or a Toyota.
No, this looks like a Honda from the back. Yeah, for sure.
Everything these days, even the Hondas and Toyotas are all swoopty doopty. Look at the
no. You got to give Toyota more credit. All of their latest cars, even the minivan. The current minivan actually has the rear end from a Toyota Supra. I'm not joking.
Well,
it's straight from a Toyota
still made
Supra.
in Bavaria. Are they still made in Bavaria?
We got a super chat here from John C. $2. Terry, was Roger Moore the best Bond and why?
I would rank him as number 3. I can tell you who made us close. Dougie Hayward, which passed away in 2008, a wonderful British tailor, and Cyril Castle, which made us close for the show The Saint as well. And Dougie, when he was still living, told about the suit that he put him in the 80s Bond film. And Roger Moore at the time was the only one that could pull it off because he had the proper tie, the shirt and everything. So if Dougie Hayward put Moore back in a 3-piece suit in the 80s.
Do you know which Bond actor had the most women?
I would say Sean Connery because he was a bodybuilder.
I would say Woody Allen. Because
Allen?
Because he was on Epstein's Island.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, no, the interesting thing is about these cars. Are they still made in Bavaria? I know like the 7 Series, I think is.
They're
but
made all over the world, Terry. Terry, these things are made all over the world.
Okay. So for the price of this car, wouldn't it be eccentric to buy a new 5 or 7 Series for what these are going to cost?
I wanted to show you. So the Toyotas actually are distinctive. They just all look like the Toyota Supra. So if you got share screen, like there we go. There we go. So that's the Supra. It's been out for like 5 or 6 years, and Toyota have across their entire lineup said everything must look like the Supra. So if you pull up behind a car, it looks like this. It's a Toyota. So like if you look at the Sienna, it has the same teardrop.
Yeah. That's
It's just straight off the Supra. It's not it's not even ironic. It's just like every Toyota looks like the Toyota Supra.
Chat in here from CB, $5. Is it stupid to super chat? Great advertising for Archie, but it is okay. You are unemployed, so it is okay to be conservative. He's talking to you.
Yeah, thank you, CB. I'm not saying it's stupid, but you feel stupid trying to explain it to your significant other. Like, what are these bills?
The thing of it is, okay, here's the thing. So the most sold German cars are obviously today Audi and BMW, and then Japanese Lexus, Toyota, and Honda and Acura. So here's the thing. The most sold cars, period, in the world. But here's the thing. Everyone knows because you only buy Mercedes if you can afford it. You only buy Mercedes if you can afford it, and they're still not all made in Germany. More like
Tudor today.
So here's the thing, and same thing with Ford. You know, you can only like a new 911 is like triple the price of what it was. Even the Heritage Edition, what it was like 25 years ago. So the new 911 is very expensive.
Clyde,
just hang on there, Mark. You're back.
Clyde, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Mike, yes, I had stuff to attend to. Sorry.
How's the pink treating you? You took it on travels.
A week or so ago. I wear it once in a while. It's not a daily because I like my dive Beazles, but I do like that pink thing. I do.
Did you hear my story earlier? No. You know, I told the AD no Platona. Moved me onto land dweller list. I didn't care about the Platona anymore.
What happened?
Do you know what they called me? Well, they texted me today.
Platona.
Do you want a Platona?
Oh my God! What'd you tell him then?
I said, let me think about it for just a second. Let's go for it. I said, let's go for it. But that doesn't mean I've got it. Like with these items, I'm on a short list. Like, and I've been there before and rejected before. So who knows?
Yeah, but did they call you to ask you if you wanted it? Super chat.
Yeah.
Here we go. Super chat. Craig Lewis, $5. I've been eyeing Breitling B01 Premiere. A certain model reference there. Let's have a look. I'll have a look at that.
This is a B01 movement. It's a good movement.
Just wait. Did I hear correctly? Share screen.
Hi, Mr. Nark.
Terry, how you going, buddy? We need to get a room.
I know. Your voice turns me on.
Do you have a computer, Nark? How are you doing this? You must have a computer.
Nark,
you're not just casually watching.
Shut the fuck up. Explain yourself here.
Nark turns you on. Oh my God, Terry.
If my wife was...
She asked you the same thing.
Well, she was super chatting like some makeup art, or something like it. It just sounds so stupid. So I'm not going to justify. Basically.
MT85, $2. Why are we?
Wait, justify?
Wait.
Justify?
Imagine
How do you justify
explaining your
when you went
like
to the-
Narc. You have more explaining to do
Hey,
than
hey, hey,
anyone. Like if
Buddy,
you had a
buddy, you went to
significant
the-
other, you had to
you-
explain why you're
you
on
went-
these panels and what
you
you're
went-
doing, shouting into a phone.
buddy,
booth.
buddy.
Super chats.
Hey, Ozzy, let me explain something. Let me
hey.
ask you something. How do you explain to your wife that you go to sex awards and interview the fucking directors and the actresses? How do you
Here's
explain
the
that to
thing.
your fucking wife?
Here's the thing.
She knows.
Hey,
Are you
She
the
knows?
British version of Doctor Evil?
Just wait, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up, Terry, for a sec. So she thinks super chatting this fat fuck is worse than that? Just say you don't want to super chat.
Come on, that's more weird. That's more weird.
No, God, buddy, you spent $10,000 on the microphone and the camera going to the AVN Awards? That's more weird. That's more
No,
fucking weird.
come on, that's normal. Like
Normal?
seeing some porn stars.
you're
That's
into
kind of
that.
normal.
You're into anal laser scanning. That's not normal. You've got
I don't
fucking
deny it.
production.
I mean that's
And you
probably
wanna
one of the best.
Can somebody explain
videos of
anal
all
laser
time.
scanning? I'd like to know more.
Well, it wasn't lasers. It's more like
You gotta explain
it's cashless payment. That's all it is. It's cashless
With your
payment.
ass.
Instead of like doing like an iris scan, there's a butthole scan.
I
Mr.
don't
Narc,
get this. Wait, one sec,
Are
Terry.
you-
One sec. Hey. Put your
Is that
cock
how
ring
you
on for a
identify
sec.
yourself when you
Put your
find
cock ring on for a
the
second.
World Airport?
Ozzy, that was the most feeble excuse that I've ever fucking heard.
You sound
I
juicy today,
explained
Narc.
why-
Glue the-
You're
glue
the
teeth
millionaire
in.
here. You're the one
Glue
that
the-
made the money. You just tell the stupid bitch to shut the fuck up.
Narc, glue your
No.
teeth in. They sound juicy.
Would
She's
you
done
buy a
very well for
brigade?
herself.
enough.
She's done
What-
very well for us.
That's-
She worked in
that's a
big
good
tech
way
as
to-
well.
That's a good
Alright,
way to
you're a
instantly get rid of
62-year-old
half your
man
money.
with
What kind of alpha male are you?
You're
I
a
have to explain to my
62-year-old man
wife.
with dentures. Can you at least glue them in properly?
I have to explain to my fucking wife?
No, look, no joke.
Why are your
She-
teeth
she-
in a glass?
she earned-
I'm trying to stick up for Archie.
My wife earned the big bucks too. It wasn't like
Where's
a
your
single
teeth?
person, one
Mark,
man
where's
I have to
your
show.
teeth?
explain to my wife?
Where do you keep your dentures?
Seriously, Ozzy?
Why do you sound like you're dripping?
Just have a look here.
saliva?
We're looking at these.
Oh god.
That's enough,
cream.
Narc.
There we
I
go.
can't have you tackling panelists.
What do you mean? I'm not attacking. I'm sticking up for you. This is your
Listen
fucking
to the
business.
juice
I'm
pouring
trying
out
to
of
fucking
this.
help you here.
Why don't you use denture cream?
I'm trying to help you here, Arch.
You should glue them in, Mark. They're gonna fly across the room when you get up.
is Narc the English version of Doctor Evil?
Terry, I love you, buddy. Seriously.
I love you too.
I can't
Would
picture
you-
you on top.
Let's have a
I
look here.
can't picture
Craig
you on
Lewis
top.
is saying
Sorry.
he's looking at this watch here.
Yeah, I like it.
I like
Is
it.
that a pilot's
He's
watch?
looking at
isn't it?
this watch here.
A B01 is a
B01
good
chronograph.
movement. It's a good movement.
You have one in your pinky right
It
now.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
In-house.
Although Tudor modify it up a bit.
I'm not so keen on 13,000, but Aussie, what's that? 10,000 I suppose for a chronograph. What do you expect to pay?
Yeah, just get it used for like.
I'd want to buy that pre-owned.
This
I wouldn't really want to buy
is
that
almost
new.
too. This is almost too tasteful, though.
For
You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of want something that screams Breitling, like the Navitimer. This is very nice. This looks better than the Navitimer,
You know,
but
I
do you
think
really
that
want it
might
to look better
have-
than the Navitimer?
Something to do with it that they're sponsoring Aston Martin now or something, or Aston Martin sponsoring them. Something like I think that might have to do with it.
Can you catch up on the
Aston Martin
chats
is
here?
with
It'd be $5. Is it okay, Ozzy, when you are unemployed and your wife makes the bucks, you must account for every penny? Is it okay? Do not apologize. We understand.
Thank you, CB. I do
And-
appreciate it.
MT85, $2. He told him he needed to ask his wife. There we go.
You know, I'm still trying to figure out by the end of this year if I'm going to buy a used luxury car or another watch, the Brigade Type 20. But I don't know if I can wear a Brigade and drive a Camry.
I think you
That's
should get
okay.
an eDocs.
But I want the Brigade Type 20. As
Go
much
find
as I
that
look
Hollis,
at
dude.
that
Go
watch,
find the Hollis,
it's
dude,
like
and buy
it's
back
like every
$2.
time you look at it, it's like the watch that there's a reason why you keep looking at the damn thing because it's cool, you know. And there's like a lot of people tell stories about that watch, you know, the newer ones, the older ones. So I mean, I don't know. Like every time you look at it in a photograph, or you're like, well, that's a cool watch. So I wanted to ask Archie a question. Do you still have those wooden model airplanes that are antique, or did you get rid of those?
Which ones were those?
Well, the ones you had in that one video about 10 years ago where you had the Brigade
Oh,
sitting out.
those were metal. Those are metal. Yeah, I still got them.
Oh, okay. Would you ever sell one of those?
Sure, you could. They're not They're not that expensive. Sure.
Okay, where do you buy those at? I mean, I'd imagine the company's long defunct, but they look antique.
Yeah, they are. They're sort of skewed. Yeah, I had a London bus. They sell that sort of aged tin sort of stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
I got that in
okay.
China, believe it or not.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Nice.
I like things like that. I mean,
Very nice.
to go back and see, if I get a new flat in the UK, it's going to be bigger than one I'm living in America. But I have to take all my model cars and do it the other way. But see, because my display case, I don't know if it's going to fit in this room. It's still in storage. So
We got a super chat from Madman. $5. What I'm trying to get Aussie Expat screen up. Why doesn't it come up?
That's weird. There we go. Can you believe? I do want to read that super chat.
Madman, $5.
Sure.
Is this the most effeminate panel of all time, Arch? Blondie had more balls than these guys, except for Mark. Yes,
Nice,
sir.
props
I'll be
to
back
Mark.
in one moment.
Oh, where are you going?
I have a question, gentlemen.
Bring
Do
the
you
thing
think
down.
Do you think I could sell mobile phones?
Well, you just asked to be transferred to the electronics department at Walmart.
Because they don't look, Walmart's like this. If you ask to go to another store, a smaller store or another department, they look at you weird, like, what? And they look at you crazy. And the other day I had a black guy who looked at me and he I didn't even say anything to this bloke. And he looks at me and he goes, well, you didn't say anything like that. He goes, well, I'm going to go complain to the desk. And I was back in the gun store. It was Sunday. I'm thinking, what the hell? I didn't even say anything to this asshole. And he called me boy. And I don't like that. You know, I don't have to take that from black man especially. And so he called me boy.
What does him being black have to do with anything?
Nothing. And I was about to tell him that, you know, I'm going to call security. And he wouldn't have said that if the security guard was standing there. You know?
I feel like a little bit of racism crept out of your remarks there, Terry. You revealed a little bit there.
Well, he had no right to say that to me.
Well, no,
I
of
didn't
course
even.
not. But whoa. That's true. I agree with you. But you also said that I'm not taking that, especially from a black guy.
I know that, but the thing is, okay, I didn't say anything to him. He didn't like the fact I didn't hand him his bag.
What are we looking at here, buddy?
We're looking at Navatimers. Can you believe that Breitling do not have a filter for chronograph?
Do you know how shitty
Completely
Rolex's
insane.
website is? Rolex's website is shittier than this one. And it used to be good, but now it's very difficult to navigate on the phone anyway.
I agree. Like, I was trying to show the manager at Rolex that the new Daytona was not in the catalog. And I'd click on Daytona, and the only thing it would allow me to change was the dial. The configure section would only allow me to change the dial. I couldn't go back and change the material. I couldn't find anywhere where I could configure a watch from the start. It was ridiculous.
It is very funky. They redid it in the last year or two, and they made it like 10 times harder to use.
And it takes forever to load.
Can I ask you guys a question? Okay.
Well, you just did. Would you like another one?
Why is it in America? Okay, well, other parts of the world too, but and I'm not trying to be prejudiced here or anything, but why is it though?
No, Terry,
Still to this day, let me ask you this:
But
why is it that?
when you start your question like that, we can be 100% assured that it is going to be prejudice.
No, it's not. It's a simple question. Why is it still to this day and age, even though it had nothing to do with slavery, why is it that black people are still jealous of white people?
I rest my case. Maybe because white people are not being pulled out of their fucking cars and beaten up by the police. I can't breathe, bro. Maybe, maybe it's got something to do with that. I don't know. You know what? I'm not qualified to answer the question.
But wouldn't it make sense though? I mean, like what, 300 years later, and they're still like they're still pissed off.
Terry, remember I said when you start out saying I'm not prejudiced, but that we know you're going to be prejudiced. Yeah, well, keep it. Come on, man. Come on. Let's get back to watches.
This being said,
let's not start a race.
The Japanese were all rounded up and put in concentration camps, and their properties confiscated for them in the 1940s. And they're doing pretty well today.
Yeah,
anyway,
but they weren't enslaved for 150 years. The way
but what I'm saying,
no, they were only put in concentration camps and stripped of all their property.
It was terrible, but for 4 years.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, but that happened like for generations that are still alive today. Never mind hundreds of years ago.
Well,
but you know something though? Here's the thing. Most people today still can't figure out why in the hell that the Queen went to Papua New Guinea so much and other parts of Africa. They didn't like she didn't bring peace there or anything. So that's what, even 50 years ago they asked that question. Why the hell she went to Papua New Guinea and places like that was pretty much nothing over there. And she would spend 2 or 3 weeks there, whatever.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Bigot Stream. Continue, please.
Is it really a Navitimer if it's not a chronograph?
It's the stupid thing. It's like Black Bay. Okay, let me explain it to you. It's like Black Bay. If they put Navitimer on the dial, it's like a Black Bay. It'll sell.
Right.
If they put another thing on the dial, it won't sell.
Yeah. Like, what is this track?
Well, that's the calculator. They have that slide rule. It's a slide rule.
Oh, so this actually still works?
I believe so. I'm not an expert. I don't know how to use a slide rule, but I think that's what it is. It's a slide rule.
Yes, it's a slide rule. It's always been a slide rule.
No, but I'm saying it's functional, as in like this will actually move.
Yes, it's functional, and when it was initially introduced, it was for pilots who could calculate such things as, fuel burn.
Sure. But I mean, like, I don't see. How do you move it?
Narc, thank God you're
here. Is it
here.
Attached to the bezel?
Thank God you're here, Narc.
Hey, maybe I can ask you this question, Narc. Why did the Queen, when she was alive, visit Papua New Guinea and places so much?
Narc is a pommy. He wouldn't know.
What would I give a fuck about that, Terry? Share his fucking screen. 1 second,
Okay.
Terry. Share screens. Get rid of the super chat. Look, this is you at the AVN Awards wearing a Cheeto fucking... Get rid of the super chat.
This guy is amazing. Have you seen this guy's content? It's unbelievable.
Wait, 1 second. I'm trying to get a grip on how you fucking think, you retard, right?
That's not him.
This is fucking Aussie
interviewing
a porn director who's into fucking anal laser scanning at the AVN Awards at Las Vegas, right?
You love saying
and you
anal.
think that's normal?
I'm saying it's more normal than like getting into watches.
It's more normal than ill-fitting dentures, don't you think?
Buddy, 1 sec. This is... Yeah. I just retired and lost $1.2 million. Yes. Don't recommend leaving Australia. You've got 2 YouTube channels.
Yes, I do.
Right?
This is the more fun one. The one that isn't watches is more fun. It is.
Now, did your wife go with you at the AVN Awards?
Sorry, there's too much noise here.
Did your wife go with you at the Sex Awards? Did she go with you?
But it's very expensive to go as well. Like, I mean, it's very unnecessary to go unless you really want to.
But you don't want to super chat Archie $5.
Well, I explained myself. I'm not going to avoid your question. I did answer the question.
So the way you answered is too much of a hassle explaining to your bitchy wife, you cheap bitch of a wife.
Okay, that's enough, Narc. I had enough of this.
Yeah, we don't talk. We don't do wise.
Okay.
You know what?
Here we go. We got a super chat from CB, $5. Other than Mark tonight, we have a panel of unemployed and unemployed.
That's true.
Well, wait
That's
a minute.
true.
Terry is employed. Terry is an honest working.
Oh yeah, see, Terry's an
worker.
honest W-2 earning. You know, he's the cash cow. He's who the government has to make their money off now.
Exactly.
You know, earning the W-2, you do realize you are the cow.
That is 100%.
You are the cow, because I get to my tax return each year, and there's just nothing you can do.
There's no deductions,
and they just take it, and that's that. Like, there's no arguments. There's no little, every credit that could have been applied is no longer applied because you earned too much money.
That's what the side hustle is for, but at least it all goes towards your Social Security, which is a good thing. Mine is shockingly high because I had a W-2 plus commissions for many years.
Yeah. Being on the W-2 it's the bread and butter of America's grift, and I don't know a better way. Entrepreneurship isn't for everyone. I certainly did well earning my W-2s each year, but but at least America is a place you can get ahead even on a W-2.
But you had the side hustle, you have all those apps.
All those what?
All the apps that you invented.
No. I mean, that all finished in before I came to America. The apps existed, but they weren't earning massive amounts of money. That whole era sort of finished.
You're deducting every shred of.
No, because my business was in Hong Kong, so I wasn't in America when those apps were made. I was traveling around Southeast Asia, so it was all in Hong Kong. It's good and it's bad. I mean, there's no deductions because there's no tax. Hong Kong doesn't have any taxes.
In the chat that I don't understand, Bear, why you can't come on and share a little brotherly love with us. If you can spend all night in the chat, why can't you come on here, turn off your camera, and let us hear your beautiful voice? Why, Bear? Why? Explain yourself, Archibald. What do you say, Archie? What's happening? What are you doing? How would you like to spend the next 20 minutes?
Hey, it's I got to tell you something. It's quite fascinating there.
Is it? What's fascinating?
Aussie expats quite a. I don't like Narc having a go at the panelists.
Yes, it's hard
because
to keep
it's just look. I'm happy just to have panelists on. Okay, I want to protect Mike and I want to protect Aussie. Aussie, let me ask you this, Aussie. Would you ever consider going back to work, or you enjoy the time off? How is it going?
I'm doing a lot of coding this week. So I'm back to engineering, but I don't think there's no company that I'd want to work for at the moment.
Well, what are you coding? What are you inventing? What are you making?
I'm trying to figure out how much it would take to replace StreamYard.
No.
So I've gotten the audio part done. I've got the video part done. Now I've got to do communication and then compositing. But it's a lot of the standing on the shoulders of giants is the web browser itself. The web browser has already done most of the heavy lifting in terms of encoding, transport, all this kind of stuff. So it's plausible. It's plausible. I've been looking at the APIs for YouTube, and I'm just going step by step. I'm not using any AI, just because I want to learn. I don't want to teach an AI to learn the thing and then have some unmaintainable garbage. My goal isn't to finish the project. My goal is my own joy.
I had a cheat day today in my diet. This morning I had black coffee and those kolache things, the wieners and the bun, and then I had
wait. Wieners and the bun. What?
Yeah, it's a thing. You know what a kolache is, right?
Okay. Kolachki. It's a cookie.
Yeah, kolachki. Okay. It is bread around the hot dog wiener. The wiener is
No, that's not a kolachki. A kolachki is a cookie. A Polish.
Well, anyways, So they call them koloshis. It's at a Cronut's place, and they have the wiener in the bun. And I
Terry,
had that
do
for
you
breakfast.
know?
And for lunch, I went to Whataburger and had a burger and fries and a Fanta. And
Terry,
then
do you know that you're a good talker, but you don't hold a conversation very well?
No, you're right. I don't. But I tell you though, it's probably
Like we should have a ticker for how many times Terry changes the subject out of nowhere.
You know something? I got to be honest with you, okay? I had a lot of wine to drink last night with dinner, so I think it has not worn off. But you know, look, here's the thing. I went to Starbucks today and had a cinnamon dulce latte,
Well,
and then I
Ozzy,
had
you really fixed that problem, Ozzy.
Yeah,
and then I had a Whataburger for lunch.
Interestingly enough, there, I got to tell you something, Ozzy.
Wait, what happened to Terry?
No, I didn't. I was going to kick him off.
Come on, Archie.
Look, I just wanted to say, look, the thing is that it's a Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So many companies are getting. What's going to happen to entry-level positions?
Yeah, Meta are clearing house. Yesterday, I think it was. They've got 10,000 people to fire, and they're going to fire more.
Ozzy, shut up. Did you just say to Terry, you don't know how to hold a conversation?
Yeah. Okay. Why is Meta
I'm
getting
trying
rid
to
of
say
so
in the
many
nicest way possible. Like,
people?
I mean,
what's going to happen? Is IT a good thing to go into? Like, if you're just finishing high school, you want to go. No,
it's really complicated to understand what's going to happen because.
Wait, hey, Archie, I'm trying to help you here. Stop fucking backstabbing, you fat fuck. Right?
Fuck off.
See, Narc, I let you back in, and then immediately you got to piss them off. Like, there's a way to come back, Narc. Now,
well, that's why I'm going to do real estate because
you know, or he's going to kick you off like for the rest of the week, maybe.
That's why.
Be nice.
I'm going to try and get back into sales.
Be nice. Ozzy, why'd you go after Terry for?
I'm not trying to burn him. I'm just like, we're in the middle of talking about.
Do you remember the other day when you're like a fucking dog with a bone? You wouldn't let go of the conversation. And I had to come on and say, shut the fuck up, Ozzy. Do you remember?
I thought you were friends with Ozzy.
No, I love Ozzy, but he derails the show all the time. And Terry, I thought you were on a diet.
What do you mean? What do you mean derail? I wait for someone to finish talking, and I'll respond to their conversation. I'm not just pulling things out of thin air.
Ozzy, if you haven't finished your point, you'll butt in, right? And your point is out of context for what that conversation was going on about.
No. That's because someone interrupted me. I'm just finishing my sentence.
They interrupted you. Was that bored in your crap?
Narc, do you think that Ozzy should buy a house?
watch?
Ozzy, I don't get you, one retard, going after another retard.
I thought that you were simpatico with Ozzy there, Narc. Why?
I love Ozzy. Robert's going
after. Hey, Narc, I'm not interrupting people, and I'm not changing the subject like 90 degrees to where we are, so that I can talk about what I had for lunch.
Ozzy, I'm going to give you my honest assessment.
What did you have for lunch?
You go on about a subject that no one's interested in. Someone will cut you off, then you'll fucking come in 30 seconds later. You don't get the hint.
It's better than pastry-covered wieners. Ozzy, what did you
So you're accusing Terry of the same thing.
No, I'm not accusing him of the same. I'm accusing him of the opposite thing. You're saying I don't lose the conversation easily. But I'm saying he's never on the conversation at all.
That's part of his charm.
Okay. I agree, but at a certain point, it's a little rough.
Ozzy, I realize you're not happy. You're not happy. There's something wrong with your fucking life, right? You're retired, right? There's something. You're not happy.
He's got the life of Riley. What are you talking about?
I would love to know what could improve my life.
Narc is a psychiatrist. He's a very.
No, I'm seriously. There's something wrong here, Ozzy, and I love you. Seriously,
Narc's a therapist.
You can't go after Terry, but the same thing you do all the fucking time.
Terry does the opposite of what I do. Maybe I stick on a conversation longer than the audience cares. But Terry starts a new conversation that nobody cares.
Way longer.
I understand. And I do not object to saying, let's wrap that thing up. Maybe I've got I'm mid-sentence. Maybe I want to finish my sentence.
Actually,
but that's about it.
I did ask Archie at the beginning of the thing. I did ask him a question about the watch, but the thing is though, my question didn't really impose what you were talking about.
Terry, you're a top. It's lose some fucking weight. I told you.
Narc,
I am losing weight. I went for a 3-mile walk today at the park and the dog. But
Yeah,
the,
you
here's
ate
the
fucking
thing.
hamburger and fries and a Coke, you fat
Narc,
fuck.
I want to compliment you on something, Narc. I want to give you a sincere compliment. Between now and like the last time you called in, you clearly glued the dentures in. You sound much better. I just want you to know. I
Seriously,
appreciate it.
Terry, what the hell is wrong with you? No one wants a top who's a fat fuck. Unless
I'm
it's a
not that
fucking
fat.
chubby Jason. You are. I've seen it.
Some
I
people
don't
like,
mind-
you know
look,
what? How
look,
about chubby chasers?
I
They-
don't have boobies. I
some
have
twinks,
breasts.
Some twinks like a really big, jolly body. They do. They like their
Yeah,
chubby
fucking
chaser.
weirdos.
Well, you know, that may be so. I got to tell you, but I had a couple of really super obese gay friends who had the most gorgeous boyfriends, and then there was a line of guys
Yeah,
trying,
no,
to,
low
get these,
self-esteem. Low
trying to get these
self-esteem.
fatties. I don't know, but all I got
Who
to tell
wants
you,
to fucking lick a fucking fat, chubby, sweaty ass? Get the
it
fuck
is-
out of here.
it's a good
Who wants to have a
question.
fat fuck
I
on
don't
top of me?
fully-
Get the fuck out of here.
but it
Well,
exists.
Narc, why
It
don't you have a
exists.
glass of wine? I know you
What's this
don't
gonna-
drink, but why don't you have a glass of wine?
What's this got to do with Archie's fucking Shenzhen slapper?
It doesn't have anything to do with Archie. Look, this has nothing to do with Archie. I perfectly asked Archie a question relating to watches when I came on. It had to do with
We don't need the meta conversation. So
Could-
going back and looking
Layoff.
at meta.
Look at this.
But
Layoffs
what if
for
we-
your information.
Yes. So Meta just like 3 days ago on Friday, they laid off 8,000, 10% of their workforce. This is all tech layoffs. It's just in the
Yeah.
tens of thousands every single month for the past 2 years.
I think these are good people, aren't they, Ozzy? These are not just fat.
These are the highest earners in the country. We're talking $500,000 a year salaries.
And they can survive without these people. It's not going to have detrimental effect on their business because the business is the talent that they've got, isn't it?
Look, they've made promises to Wall Street about how much they're going to spend on data centers, and they need the money. It's really that simple. They've only got two costs. They've got data centers and they got people. If they say they're going to commit more to data centers, they got to get rid of people. It's that simple.
Is it data or is it data? You say potato, I say potato.
I've been in so many countries. I have no idea which one is appropriate for which country.
So can I ask you guys an honest question? I'm trying to get back into sales.
Here's the thing.
So should I do homes or should I sell electronics or
look at-
computers? and
Hold on,
things
you
like
are
that?
in sales. You're selling men's shirts at Walmart, isn't it? Shirts.
No. Well, maybe. But
What are you selling now?
I would
Mulch?
seriously go for house sales, big commissions. You want
Look at-
something?
Look at Oracle.
Hold on. It takes years to really to build up an income in real estate. It's not quick. It takes years.
It's not an instant thing.
And you
Should
need
I
a
go
nice
work at the
car,
Apple
actually.
store? Should I go
What's
work
the
at the
future
Apple
then?
store?
Ozzy, what's the future then? Ozzy, what's the future then? What do you honestly see as the like IT is so fucked? Or
So,
what's
I mean,
the-
I've got a lot of friends who are not in the same position where they can just choose to retire.
Sure. These are people who bought the BMW. They went to Aspen skiing. They
Yes,
the
yeah.
kids
Like
to the
countless
fancy
trips around the
school.
world and everything, and buying more car than they need, and so on and so forth. Also, they didn't have a great wife. I mean, my wife was also earning the big bucks in big tech as well. I don't know. I tell them
How
it's a
scary
hard
is it?
time
How
right now.
scary is it? What's how
I think it's
scary
just time to chill. Just don't try to get a job right now. No one's hiring. Why try find a job? If you're going to get a job, the offer will be much lower than what you were previously working for. Like, that's the best you could hope for. It's a shitty
Is
job.
Apple hiring?
And
The least you
Sorry?
can hope, the best you can hope for is a shitty $200,000 job making half of your normal salary.
yeah. So you asked about Apple, Terry?
Yeah, are they hiring? The Apple
Funnily
Store?
enough,
They're
I do
out.
know two colleagues who ended up at Apple.
Yeah.
It's
I
Apple
know someone
Store.
else who ended up at Anthropic.
He means the Apple Store, working for $14
Oh, okay.
an hour.
Sorry,
this is
I
like-
didn't realize.
This is like the Curb Your Enthusiasm when he's talking to that girl who works at Disney. Remember that?
Well, here's the
You know?
way I look at it. Okay, look, the training course can't be that hard, can it? I mean, just to sell phones and all that, and do. I mean, I know I won't do the greatest at commission like when I was selling Mercedes, but
I don't
mean,
think they're on commission at the Apple Store. They're just an hourly retail worker.
oh. So then, you think Best Buy would be better?
No, who goes to Best Buy anymore? Nobody. Everybody buys their shit.
I think Best Buy is doing better than you think.
Yeah, I don't know if they're on commission.
Because they keep changing the products that are in there, and some of those products are actually hot.
Do you know what? Circuit City closed because they were all on commission, and then they were harassing people when they walked in the door. So everybody went to Best Buy because they're not on commission.
Circuit City, that's right.
You know
That was
what? What you should be doing, Terry, I think, is selling cars. You love cars. You know a lot about cars. And it'd be a much quicker return on. You'd make money much faster on cars.
Mr. Goldberg, they won't hire me back at Mercedes because
go to
I'll
Bentley,
tell you what.
go to Porsche, go to Chevy, go to Toyota, sell a Supra.
Yeah, but Toyota, though, here's the thing, though, the commission.
I know why you were fired at Mercedes, because I know what a Mercedes customer looks like.
No, it's because the guy who wanted to
That's what
buy
Mark
the
was getting onto
S600,
earlier.
he wanted to buy the S600 and he called me a faggot and I told him to go fuck himself.
If someone is looking to buy an S600 and they call you a faggot, I would say, "Oh, how did you know? Please sign on the bottom line." If someone wants an S600 and they call you a faggot, that's lightweight abuse. You should be able to take that. That is not.
Was a prick anyway.
That is not an S600 deal breaker.
Look, he was a prick.
I lick your balls while you sign on the dotted line.
The S600 buyer is buying a new S600 every 1 to 2 years. That is the cash cow, my friend.
Where'd he go? You scared him away. Look what you did. You scared him.
Oh my God! No, you do not tell the S600 buyer to go away, no matter what they call you. Please, like that is not. Maybe I hit a nerve on that one because he did say he got fired for it, but I don't know. But I'm sorry if I owned a dealership and I heard there's an S600 buyer and he called one of my guys a faggot. I'm like, you don't want their money enough to let that slide.
Here we go, guys. Let's thank our super chatters today because we do depend, unlike Aussie Expat, we do depend on these super chatters to run these shows. We had Hurritan, Ken Fresno, Hurritan, CB, Hurritan, Starchy, CB, Marley, CB, Marley, CB, Hurritan, Marley, CB, Hurritan, CB, Hurritan, Jefferson Exotic, CB, abc.com, CB, Obama, CB, Madman, AD Never Calling, Mobster 2, Obama, Madman, CB, Luke Bloke, John C, MT85, John C, CB, Craig Lewis, CB, MT85, Madman, CB. Guys, I hope we've given you some value. I hope we had some watch talk, some entertainment.
Let's not forget to thank Starchy. Awesome. Mike. Sorry, Arch. Couldn't help it.
These have gone up more than Rolex. They just keep jacking the price up and up and up.
What is it?
The Quest 3. It's like the current highest end VR headset. But
Terry, what happened to you? We were afraid that we lost you there.
No, I was waiting. I had to go check my dinner, see if it was done in the oven.
What's for dinner?
Steak and vegetables, and more wine. So.
We put steak in the oven?
I gotta tell you, Ozzy, I think the IT space is fucking scary. It's very scary. And
it is. I think the problem is it's not just okay, you get a job, maybe it's high paying. It's like I don't want to sit there talking to AI all day. It's not actually that much fun unless
at the other end of it, right? That means the lower level jobs, desktop support, help desk, all that sort of stuff. You've got people who it's going to push down. You're getting better people who are doing anything to stay in work.
Honestly, here's the thing. I'm just trying to get out.
Realistically, Ozzy, what have you seen? Some desperate things where people have lost homes, what's happened? What's the worst?
No. Most of my friends, they're lightweight. They don't own homes.
Okay.
I have to leave Walmart because if I don't, I might do something I shouldn't do.
Like what?
Because
What will
there's
you
a
do?
bunch of nasty. Look, these people, you don't understand. Maybe you do. You've been in one, but no. Look, these people, Mr. Goldberg knows what I'm talking about. These people
I do.
are nasty. And these people, this is mass market retail, corporate retail.
People
These
of
people
Walmart.
are fucking nasty. They're nasty. They're
Well, are they-
fucking nasty.
Are they nastier than S-class buyers?
Oh my gosh. You have no idea. That guy, when he walked in to buy the car, he was a prick to begin with. Walks in an $8,000 suit with his bitch wife.
I'm sure.
Because she's carrying a $50,000 Birkin that you can't get in the boutique. And they wanted everybody to know, hey, we're rich. Fuck you. And
I'm sorry, but Mercedes is that brand. It's not like Rolex where you get to nag on all of the rich people.
Everyone knew this guy and how much of a dick he was because Peter, one of the other sales consultants there, told me he sold them a car a year before, and the guy was a complete arse to him.
But that doesn't mean he just took home a huge bonus to his family that month. I mean, there's a difference between not everyone can be a Rolex SA and get to nag every person, every multimillionaire, and just tell them to fuck off.
He wasn't even wearing a Rolex; he was wearing a Vacheron, and he still walked in and he wanted everybody to know, him and his wife.
You're right. There's no way that type of person actually gets very far at Rolex.
Yeah,
exactly. I know what you're saying. It's 100%.
And
if you are the kind of person who's just naturally a dick.
He asked me a question about the car, which I was going to answer for him, and then he just looked at me knowingly that day, and he looked at me and called me a faggot. I want to see a manager, and I told him, I said, "Fuck you, you piece of shit! I don't have to take this, and you can get the hell out of here." And I'm not going to tell you this.
Does this guy stop by Las Vegas? Because I don't know. I might like to hang out with someone who's got that kind of vibe.
He may.
That's not me, but I appreciate people out there who are complete jerks. Sometimes,
a couple of times a year, he would like to go to Monaco and Monte Carlo and places and
that's cool.
there. But yeah, and she said one time that he won 30,000 francs in Monte Carlo one night. Then another night he won 80,000.
Terry, you know who agrees with you is Bear Clooney, who once threw a wealthy multimillionaire out of his Yukon Motel 6 for calling him a Serbian mug tosser.
But here's the thing, okay?
Not taking any abuse.
Here's the truth.
Neither should you.
Just because people went to Oxford and because they think that they fucking know everything, just because that's what they think, and they think that because they drink expensive brandy and smoke cohibas, that their wives have $50,000 Birkin bags, and they walk in wearing brioni.
I could hang out with HR. I'd love to hang out with HR. If he's that loud in real life, I'd like to hang out with HR.
And they think because they walk in there wearing Prada shoes that cost £1,200 a pair and $9,000 Brioni suits, they fucking own the place. And he was just a
But it's
dick.
Mercedes. They do own the place. If you're that, Mercedes isn't the exclusive brand. It never was. It was just if you got money, you walk in.
You would definitely expect that kind of behavior and perception from someone who's in there to buy a Rolls. But when they come in there, and I didn't give a shit if he even was top of the line, he was just a complete prick. And I'm sitting there thinking, how does your wife even put up with you? How do your family put up with you? How do your kids put up with you? How the fuck does does your workers put up with you? People you boss around? Is that a way where you get what you want? You just tell them this or else, or I'll stick a knife in your back. That's sort of the way.
I know what you're saying. There is a line. There's definitely a line. And I don't know. I don't know if he crossed it.
The line. We've just crossed it. It's time for us to wrap up the show. We'll be back.
Wrap it up
tomorrow, my friend. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Have fun.
Cheerio,
Tip, cheerio, and all that rot, Terry.
Cheerio. Yes.
Mikey.
Good evening. Bye.
See you next time.
See you later,
Cheerio.
guys.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW.